Shabbat Shalom, L'chaim, L'chaim. This week's Torah portion is Beha'alotcha. It speaks about Aaron HaKohen's job in the Mishkan and the Beis HaMikdash, which is to light the branches of the menorah. It also talks about the Jews complaining about receiving the man, that, that they also wanted to receive meat. It talks about Moshe Rabbeinu appointing 70 elders to help him in officiating. And it also has the famous episode of Miriam speaking to her brother Aaron about Moshe separating from Tzipporah and getting saras as a result. And so they say that Miriam was talking Lashon Hara, and that's why she received saras and made the whole camp wait for her to be cured before moving on to their next stop. I want to focus on that story, on that episode, because I found that it's something that's very relevant and always a good reminder. That it says when the Jews camped in the desert, their tents faced away from each other. And because of that, because of the tznius, the level of modesty that they had, Bilam was not able to curse them. And it said that Bilam used to curse by casting an evil eye, ayin hara. And because he saw that they were camping in modesty, he was not able to cast an ayin hara on them. He was not able to, the way I interpret it, is to see into their lives and to find something bad in order to cast ayin hara, Oftentimes when you send ayin hara, it's because you're looking at someone's life and you're jealous or you see something you don't like and you start to see negativity in their life. But obviously if you can't see in their life because they're being very modest about it, then there's no way to cast ayin hara. And I think that's something that stopped Bilam. And I think that this episode of Miriam shows that none of us are really exempt from it. That Miriam, it says in the Gemara that Tzipporah, Moshe's wife, was speaking to Miriam and told her, when Moshe became the Nasi, when he became the prophet and the leader, he really, separated from me in many ways. We're not as close as we used to be. We're not able to spend as much time as we used to be. And Miriam saw this as a very negative thing and went to speak to Aaron about it. And so you'd think that because Tzipporah and Miriam are sisters-in-law, that they should be okay to talk about these things, that there's no issue with it. But we see and we learn from here that even in this situation, with people as close as sisters-in-law or even family, that you can have negativity come about from it. And from this episode, Miriam received saras. And so I think for me, the lesson that I take is that we need as Jews to be a model for modesty, to be a model of tznius, and to make sure that in our lives we're not showing too much, even to our own family. That we're making sure to keep what's sacred and holy at home and between our family, and to not talk too much about what we're doing in our lives, so that we keep this level of modesty as Jews. And so I think that this is a lesson I take this week, and I hope that we can all merit to learn and grow in this way and many other ways, and in any other lessons we learn. Shabbat Shalom.